I still can't remember what triggered me to utter the two hardest words that I've ever said. It's over. That day, I just said it out of the blue. But once those words escaped my mouth, I just felt an immense relief that's so hard to describe. Somehow I'd given myself permission to be free from him. You see, I'm one of us, one of the team, a copper, a strong person used to helping other people. How on earth could I be a victim of abuse?
It can happen to anyone, no matter who you are, your sexuality, or what you do for a job. Anyone can be affected by domestic abuse.
But abuse is paralysing. It sneaks up on you over years and until one day it just dawns on you, barely recognising the person staring back at you in the mirror. The enormity of the fear facing up to it's just somehow worse than just getting by day. I'm no longer blind to abuse though. I look around and I can see the little signs, the behaviour that shouldn't be excused, the colleague becoming withdrawn, the comments made in jest that, hint at more. The bruises are real, you just can't see them.
Domestic abuse affects 1 in 4 women and 1 in 6 men in their lifetime. It accounts for 16% of all violent crimes, but is still the violent crime least likely to be reported to our police.
So a new law was launched a year ago. It's called coercion and control. What it picks up on is all those behaviours whereby domestic abuse is about controlling another person's behaviour, through blackmail, through persistent texting, by, controlling who you can see, what money you have access to and where you can go. Now, this law came in, it's very complex. Domestic abuse is complex because it's about these close emotional relationships. So we've already had about 140 crimes reported to us. We know that we've made about 60 arrests. And now I think the latest figures, we've had 10 prosecutions. It should be a lot more, but it is building. And we're looking to do more training with our staff to recognise the signs and the symptoms of coercion and control, because often the victim won't tell us and we need to piece this story together ourselves.
On average, the police receive an emergency call relating to domestic abuse every 30 seconds, and one person answering those calls is Chloe.
I've had numerous calls where I've actually had to do a bit of persuasion to get people to disclose the incidents, and they've gone, I don't want to report it, I don't want anything to go any further. But as soon as we've got a domestic incident reported to us, we have a duty of care to get somebody to go and see them, to take all of the details and to find out if they're really at risk of any further abuse, because at the end of the day there have been incidents where it has escalated to the point where people have been killed, and we have to make sure that those people are safe and well, and that we can make sure that they are safeguarded as well as possible. Don't be afraid of reporting it. We are here to help, and we will help you as best as we can. We will do everything we can to safeguard you.
Protecting the most vulnerable from harm is one of the priorities of our police. Whether you're a victim of domestic abuse or know of someone who is, the message is to not suffer in silence.